Hey everyone, welcome back to another fascinating journey through history. Today, we're diving deep into the book of 1 Samuel in the Bible, a text rich with drama and intrigue. Chapters 11 through 20 are like a dramatic TV show, full of kings, prophets, battles, and betrayals. We meet Saul, Israel's very first king, a man chosen by God to lead his people. Saul starts off as a strong and charismatic leader, but like all humans, he has his flaws. At first, Saul is awesome. He rallies the people and unites the tribes of Israel against their enemies. One of his greatest achievements is uniting the tribes to fight against the Ammonites, a formidable enemy. His victory at Jabesh-Gilead is legendary, making him a true hero in the eyes of the people. Power changes Saul, and not in a good way. He becomes impatient and disobeys God's commands. In a moment of desperation, he even tries to take on the role of the prophet Samuel by offering a sacrifice himself. This was a big no-no. Samuel confronts Saul, making it clear that his actions are unacceptable. Samuel tells Saul that God is not happy with him and that he will no longer be seen as the rightful king. The following chapters depict Saul's tragic downfall, a king who once had so much promise now spiraling into instability. He becomes increasingly jealous and suspicious, especially of a young shepherd named David, who would later become one of Israel's greatest kings. You've probably heard of David and Goliath. It's a tale that has been told for generations, a story that transcends time and culture. It's one of the most famous stories about bravery and faith, illustrating how the underdog can triumph against all odds. David, a young shepherd, becomes an unexpected hero. He is not a warrior, but his heart is full of courage. While his brothers are soldiers in Saul's army, David is taking care of sheep. He spends his days in the fields protecting his flock from wild animals. Then, a giant named Goliath from the Philistine army challenges the Israelites. Goliath is a fearsome warrior, towering over everyone. He wants to fight their strongest soldier. His challenge sends waves of fear through the Israelite camp. Everyone is scared, but David steps up. Despite his youth and inexperience, he volunteers to face the giant. He's only got a slingshot and some stones, but he's not afraid. His faith in God gives him the strength to confront Goliath. David trusts God completely and knows that God will help him win. He believes that with God's help, no obstacle is too great. With one swift shot, David defeats the giant. Everyone is shocked. The impossible has happened right before their eyes. David, the shepherd boy, becomes a superstar and a symbol of courage and God's favor. Remember how awesome Saul used to be? Well, now he's jealous of young David. He sees David as an enemy, not a loyal follower. Saul even tries to kill David several times. Can you believe it? Even in his own house. David, even though he's being hunted, shows incredible restraint. He knows Saul is still the king chosen by God, so he refuses to hurt him. Instead, David runs away into the wilderness to escape from Saul. In the middle of all this drama, there's a beautiful story of friendship. Jonathan, Saul's son, and David become best friends. Jonathan is a good man and sees the good in David. They become like brothers, always there for each other. Jonathan knows his father wants to kill David, so he risks his own life to warn his friend and help him escape. David is now a fugitive, always on the run from King Saul. The fear of being caught looms over him every single day. He hides in caves and deserts, always looking over his shoulder. The wilderness becomes his home, and he learns to navigate its harsh terrains. He becomes a warrior, but not because he wants to be. The circumstances force him to take up arms. He trains himself and his men, preparing for the inevitable confrontations. His skills in battle grow, but so does the weight on his shoulders. He has to fight to protect himself and his friends from Saul. The loyalty of his men is unwavering, and they stand by him through thick and thin. Even though life is hard, David never stops believing in God. His faith is his anchor, providing him with the strength to carry on. He talks to the prophet Samuel for guidance and prays to God for strength. These conversations and prayers are his lifeline, offering him hope and direction. This knowledge gives him the courage to face each day, no matter how daunting the challenges. These chapters are full of adventure and show us David's courage, kindness, and his strong faith. His journey is a testament to the power of resilience and the importance of staying true to one's beliefs. They remind us that even when things are tough, God is always with us, offering help, protection, and hope. Thank you for watching. There is a PayPal link if you want to support my work. May the Creator bless you always.